It's on.
We're going to show you guys how to do the proper measurements for the assessments. If you can get a close view, the assessment sheet has all the spots on here, but we still tend to mess these up. So we're going to kind of go through and show you guys where each one is, and that way we know how to do these correctly. So we'll start at the top. What's the first one?
Well, the weight, we already know where we can do that weight. Hips.
The easiest way to really do this is have one person's gonna get measured, one person measures, and one person writes it down. So if you come to the gym, get your groups of 3, you can knock it out really fast. So the hips, we're going off the widest part of the hips and the widest part of the butt. When you do these, so come over here. When you do these, she has clothes on, so I'm gonna go snug. I'm not gonna squeeze, and I'm not gonna keep it nice and loose. It's a snug. So 37. Oh, see, she just picked up her sweater, went down to 36.
What it went off.
Next one is neck. So mostly on guys, the neck is gonna change a lot, but it's pretty standard. You're just going around the neck, there. Next one is chest. So she's gonna go arms up. I'm gonna ask her where to put it around across her nipples, so it's the same. I'm gonna tighten it, and then I'm gonna say drop her arms. And as soon as she drops, it expands. So right across your nipples, arms down, keep it nice and tight. Our next one is shoulders. So shoulders is gonna be just around the widest part of the shoulder. She has a hoodie on, so I'm gonna go a little bit tighter. I would suggest when you guys do these, try to do it as less close as possible. Our next one is left thigh. So I'm gonna find her hip bone, then the knee. It's 20 inches. So we're gonna go right in the middle. So I'm gonna say there's 10. I'm gonna have her put her finger there, so we know exactly where it's at. We go around 10. And she's got tight pants on, so that's pretty accurate. You're gonna do the same thing for the other leg. It's hip, knee, half. The next one is your upper arm. So she's gonna flex. This is the only one that we flex on. The only one. Again, she has a hoodie on, so it's a little bit tighter. You're gonna do both arms. Then you've got your forearm. This one doesn't change too much, and neither does the wrist. So you're going over the thickest part of the forearm and the wrist. We also have on here the calves. So you're gonna go the biggest part of the calf, and the last one is the waist. This is the one that everyone seems to mess up. So I'm gonna have her go across her belly button. So she's gonna put it where it's at, where her belly button is. The reason we do your belly button is because in 60 days, your belly button's not gonna move. So it's very accurate. We're gonna keep it the same spot. It's going right across the hips. You're getting most of the weight right there. And that is how you do your measurements of the assessment. This is very important as well. If you mess it up in the beginning, it's never gonna be accurate, so let's get it right the first time. Everyone's gonna finish with the mile run. So it's always the last thing you're gonna do. We don't need to show you how to run. You could walk it, it doesn't matter. The next one we're gonna do is gonna be the push-ups. We do push-ups, sit-ups, and they're 1 minute. So you have 1 full minute to do as many push-ups and sit-ups as you can. So my example is if Jordan does 10 push-ups, she's done, and I'm like, you still got 40 seconds left. She has 40 seconds to rest and get more push-ups in. So let's demonstrate a push-up. Push-ups are real push-ups. There are no knees. She's going all the way down, all the way up. Her body is flat. Her knees aren't on the ground. It's a real push-up. So if you have to do a girl push-up, it just doesn't count. We're gonna put a 0. So you're good there. Now let's go on your back. The sit-up is gonna be more of a crunch. You could have your hands behind your head, or you can cross, it doesn't really matter. The main thing you need to do is your shoulder blades come all the way off, your shoulder blades come all the way down. So she has 1 minute, she's gonna go. See, shoulder blades come all the way up, go ahead. All the way up, all the way back down. It's not a full sit-up, so what do we not do?
None of this.
And you don't have a partner, there's no one holding your feet.
No.
You hold your own feet. Those are both in the minutes. So the next one is bench dips. This one's tilt fail. So you could do this 100 reps, you could do 5 reps. It's tilt failure. We're not gonna go off the time. So the biggest thing on this one is she's gonna find a bench, a box, it doesn't matter. Her feet cannot be bent. This is no. So your feet have to be straight. She's gonna go and break 90 degrees all the way up. 90 degrees all the way up. And her feet are out. We keep our feet out to keep it consistent. It's harder this way. Put your feet back in. Now go. This is way easy. It's too easy. So you can't have a good, accurate count if we're doing it differently. You can't go knees in on one time, legs straight on the next. That's tilt failure. Once you're done, you're done. Our next one is shoulder press. So let's pick a bar in here. She's doing 1 military press. All the way down, all the way up. You guys ask a lot, can we bend our knees and can we move up and down? You can get a little bounce, but it's not a big jump. She's just trying to get the bar all the way over her head. Perfect, and wrap. Our next one is bicep curl. So there's 2 ways you guys can do this. You could use one of the big straight bars, or you could use one of our easy curl bars. It doesn't matter, it's all about the weight. She's gonna demonstrate the proper way to do it. All the way up, all the way down. What do we not do? Exactly. You don't pick up the weight, you don't lean back, you don't rock, it's just a curl. It's no swing, it's just a curl. Perfect, racket. And the last one is the squat. This is the biggest important one because if you can't do it correctly, we're gonna call it no good. So, she's gonna get under. She has to go all the way down. So she's gonna go all the way down, pause, right there. She's parallel, she's all the way down. This is a squat, come back up. Now go 3/4. This doesn't count. She's not parallel, we call it a 0, and then we work on this. It's something we're gonna work on throughout the challenge. So you can go through a couple of different squats. I'll tell you if it's good or no good. Good. No good, she's on her toes. No good. So she's gonna wanna stay back on her heels the whole entire time. Nope. And a lot of people do that. That doesn't count either. So you guys are gonna load this weight up and think that you're doing really good, you're going really heavy, but we're not doing it correctly, you're not building any muscles. Do that again, we have to. She's only building there. When she goes all the way down, she's building everything. Perfect. Right back up.
Awesome.
And that is your assessment.
Woo!
Cool.